Hey there, I'm the Divine Miss Mikki. I hope you're all doing okay. It's certainly interesting times we're at, and I think we're about to have a Leo full moon. I know little bits of astrology, but it's not really my area, but it's still fascinating. Now, I was talking to an absolutely amazing lady who is here on YouTube, Deanne Shield Spirit Maiden. I'll try and remember to put her link in the box, because she's the most beautiful lady, and if you haven't subscribed to her, you really should. She gave me a reading, and wow, fantastic. But we got to have such a great talk, and it got me thinking about social media. You know, the positives and the negatives, and what can we gain from it? What can we lose from it? What is the purpose of it? The positives, the negatives. So I started thinking, is it good for us? I think that depends on a number of factors. First off, what do you want social media for? There's a lot that you can gain from social media. You can have global social interaction. That means you can talk to someone from the other side of the world, and you're just chatting away. You can share experiences, information, community events, local information. There's so much you can gain on social media. Share photos, share with other people, fun things, jokes, make people laugh, inspire, have things in common, join groups where you have things in common. If you have, there's a lot of groups for people that have specific health issues. I know that there's quite a few great groups for people with fibromyalgia, which those who know me know that is one of my health challenges. And it's wonderful to not feel alone. So we've got these positivities that we can gain from social media. And then we have the negatives. And I know I took time away from a particular social media site that, some have particular names for. It doesn't have an X in it, so we'll get that one out of the way. So it's one of the others. I think you can guess. But anyway, I took a step back because it started in the pandemic, but it was there before. But people were getting nasty. It's like a massive global event brought out the best in people, and it also brought out the worst in people. And there was just so much anger. If you didn't think the way someone else thought, well, you got attacked. No, that's not right. That's not treating others the way you would like to be treated. That's not allowing diversity. That is keeping in fear and control. So I stepped back. I thought, no, this is not healthy. So the negatives that can come with social media is abuse, nastiness, meanness, manipulation, misinformation. And there's many ways of misinformation, I can tell you. And another one that I've actually started looking into, it must be 9, maybe even 10 years ago. And that was romance scams. There's romance and there's financial scams. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of fraud and scams out there. And they pick on the vulnerable, the lonely, And there's a lot of lonely people out there. They may have family, but the family either doesn't live close or are just too busy to give them the time of day. Yeah, it happens. And these scammers, they prey on them. And it was after talking to a lady who was devastated, absolutely devastated, that she had been conned by this so-called man who had professed all this love for her. And yeah, it was a scam. She lost a lot of money, and I mean a lot. It was her life savings. And I got angry and concerned, and I just wanted to know, how are they doing this? So for a while I started chatting to some of these romance scammers, and I got to see how they worked and how they interacted. It was quite fascinating. I only got one naughty pic sent, and I gave that guy hell for sending it. It wasn't a pretty sight, I must. Yeah, it wasn't. So anyway, yes. Where was I? Oh yes, about romance scams. It comes down to where you have I started a group on this particular social media. Life has taken me in other directions, but I started it for women to be helping each other, to recognize, support each other, and to warn each other, to know the signs to look for, how they talk, the red flags. They're usually widowed, they're usually in the army or an engineer, divorced. And if you learn how to do a reverse image search, then you usually find that the pictures being used have been taken and used under other names in other romance scams, and the real person is unaware that their picture is being used. So it's important to learn, which leads me to sort of the thing with social media, is that it can be so good for us. It can fill our lives with more than what we can get, particularly those who live more isolated lives. There's so much positive there, but you have to be aware. And that's an important thing, being aware. And it's a thing that, it's like in life. You get people who will sweet talk. They try and say the right words at the right times to make you feel good, but they don't mean it. It's just, for some people, it's, I'm doing polite talk because that's what you do. You do polite talk. Oh, you say these things because that is the way I was taught to say things. But they're empty words if you don't mean them. And a prime example, this is something I would always say. If you're going to ask someone how they are, then stop and listen to their answer rather than just be polite. Because they might really just need someone to say, you know, I've had a really crap day. Maybe they just need someone who will hear them. That person could be you. You just need someone to take the time to listen to what they're going through. Then again, you get people who only want others to listen to what they're going through and don't take the time to give the same back. So it all interrelates because social media is a form of communication between people. It just is beyond your locality. This is global. You can talk to people from Finland, from America, from Indonesia, South Africa, Portugal, England, Chile, Argentina, Tonga, New Zealand, even the next city in your country. You can open up doors of communication. So if you're going to open those doors, do it wisely. Learn all the signs for the things that are not good. If someone starts to be abusive, there's a very, very easy way to stop that. You give them one warning. You say, stop this now, or I will block you. Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter how long you've known them. If they will not respect you, block them. You have that power. Even if you unblock them the next day, at least let them know that you have a boundary. And that boundary is you will not be abused. You will not be a doormat. You will not be treated with disrespect. It's very simple. Other things is understand that, everyone's got their story to tell. And some people are going through some pretty rough times. And take the time to listen. Yes, are you talking there? Take the time to listen. He's saying, listen to me. You want me to listen to you? Huh? Hello? Yes, there's Leo. He does meow sometimes, don't you? He's got food. He's got water. He's just wanting attention. If he was on social media, he'd never shut up. So anyway, it was through talking with Deanne today and seeing the positivity. We were on StreamYard, and this is a new thing for me. I'm learning all these new things. But it was just the talking and the interacting and sharing things. We both have some similarities in our stories. And it's just wonderful. And so there is part of the beauty of the internet, of social media. So it's about using it wisely, using it with heart, and setting boundaries. Be smart. Know the tricks of the scams. Find out, learn tools, and if you can't, get someone around you who can. Not always easy, but there are groups out there that can help you. So look for them. They're there. Just use the tool as you would any, say, power tool, with respect, with care, taking safety precautions, because it is a tool. It is a tool that can do so much. So, and it just got me really, really thinking today, and I wanted to talk on this. It was not something that I had planned. And it was going round and round in my head, and it was like, and I just had to set boundaries with someone that I needed to set the boundaries with. It's been set. May not have liked it. That's the way life is, it's about respect. And then, speaking very briefly to another friend, having a quick look, and then, no, I want to go elsewhere. And that's okay. Because, you know, the thing is, there's so much out there. So many options. You don't have to stick with one. And you can have time away from one and go to another. It's great. We have this. But one thing I've noticed is that there seems to be a loss of heart, a loss of caring, a loss of consideration, a loss of true community. It's not that it's not there. It's just harder to find. It's much harder to find now than it was, say, 10 years ago. Yeah, the world has been through a lot. We've seen a lot. We've experienced a lot. It's been challenging, yeah. But challenges shouldn't shut you down. They should build you up, help you grow. You go through a challenge, see what you can learn from it. Sadly, social media has been used to cause harm. Then comes the thing of our own free will. Because we have the power to control how something will affect us. We do have the power to control. That does not mean that someone can walk into your house, cause an uproar, and then tell you to calm down. I'm speaking from experience here. I mean, no. Remember, I've talked about there's more than 50 shades of grey. Well, it's like, you know, it's not either here or there. There's all that space in between. So a little bit of common sense comes into it. And understanding, tolerance, compassion. I've seen people say, you know, I've got compassion. And I'm going, where? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing judgment. I'm seeing narcissism. I'm seeing intellect. I'm seeing logic. Sometimes logic. Sometimes fake logic. I'm seeing them. But I'm not seeing compassion. I think we need, as a global community and as ourselves, let's look at what's going on. What is happening? How is it being reflected into the world? And what can we do to change it? And as I've said before, you want to change the world, you change yourself. So if you find that, yeah, oh geez, I have been a bit yucky, I have been a bit nastier, maybe I shouldn't have said things like that, or step back, look at it and go, okay, what was the motivation? Was I being triggered? Was I justified? Was there motivation? Was there self-centered motivation? Was there victim motivation? What was my own responsibility here? Did I have some justification? Because there's action and reaction, you know, and being at peace and all that does not mean that you become anyone's doormat. Does not mean that they can slap you around verbally and put you down and all this, and you just go, yeah, it's okay, that's cool. No, it's not okay. You don't have to create World War II. Little dig there. But you know what I mean. You don't have to create a big kerfuffle. It doesn't have to be a big hassle. You just set your boundary and say, no, I won't be spoken to that way. No, I won't have that in my house. Set your boundary. And if someone can't respect your boundaries, then are they good to be in your life? It's for you to decide that. I can't decide for you. And you've got to look at your own individual situation, because there's no blanket answer. It's an individual thing. But it's important to look at things. And that's how it works with social media as well. Set your boundaries. If someone speaks to you rudely, go, no. No, that's unacceptable. And if you see that someone talking rudely to another person, do you let it go? Do you go, no? Or do you say, hey, I don't know what's going on between you, but that's unacceptable. Speaking to someone in that sort of manner is unacceptable. Now, I've done it. And I've given people what for, because they were nasty. And it's like, no, it's just not on. Some didn't like it. I got kicked from some groups. I'm like, oh well. No great loss. There's so much more in the world. I'm not going to, oh my God, oh the world. No, stuff it. There's heaps more. Oh, here he goes. Yep, he's going to the food. Yes, I live in a very tiny house. I can even see the cat bowl from here. You could swing a cat in here and knock everything flying. That's how small it is. Oh, speaking of cats, I've got to... We cannot say bye-bye without you having another look at Skittles. Huh? You've seen Leo and there's Skittles. And one day I'll have a dog. And you can say hello to my dog. I'm a big dog person, actually. So I need a much bigger house. So anyway, I hope you can get something out of this. I found it actually... I found it interesting myself. It's really got me thinking a lot. And I mean, I've been thinking about social media and I've had a lot of experiences. And it really, just talking with Deanne today was, it got the cogs going. The hamsters have been going all day. And I set boundaries with someone and made decisions of, no, not going to be that way anymore. And that's where little things, just hearing a word or a sentence or something on social media can do that. Someone says something that you're talking to and you suddenly go, wow, I never looked at it that way. Gee, I can apply that to my life. And there you go. That's what you can learn from it. So, I'm just checking my little notes because I knew I'd forget things. And I looking there and it's like, I've looked at, yes, how can we protect ourselves without living in fear? Well, that's about setting boundaries and being centered within yourself and going, well, I can accept this, but I won't accept that. Boundaries. Speak up calmly and say, no, this is my boundary. And if you can't respect it, then see you later. I won't be abused. I won't be manipulated. I won't have this, that, and you can do your sweet talking, but I can see through it a mile away. That sort of thing. Now comes another thing that Deanne and I were talking about, and that's the difficulty of empaths in the world. And I will go much more into this in another video because it's actually quite an interesting subject, and that is the effect of energies on empaths. And for those who don't know what empath is, it's like an empath is someone who feels things more deeply. You're not an empath in your mind. That's the logical mind. This is something that works on a much deeper level. It's you feel the energies more of what is around you, the people. Empaths are usually the people that will cry at this drop of a hat watching something on TV, you know, and they will cry when someone's having great joy, me included. They will cry at something beautiful. They will cry when someone has had great loss. You know, we feel things. And so sometimes being an empath is difficult in particularly a modern world where everything is so fast-paced and yeah, there's not always the nicest energies around. So empaths, we have to protect ourselves more. And that includes on social media. So if you're finding that as an empath and you're on social media and something is really, you're starting to feel that your personality is changing and not in a good way, then that's a clear indication that you need to step away. If you're around people and you're feeling depressed more, angry, or muddled, or you know, not in a good headspace, that's not necessarily you. If you didn't have it before you were around those people, or when you're away from those people, and then they come in and that all starts happening again, then you're picking up their energy. It's that's what it is with an empath. And it's something that I will definitely go much deeper into on another video, because otherwise this will get really long. And I really want to give it the time that it deserves. But yes, social media can be very difficult for empaths. We have to put up stronger walls, stronger boundaries. It doesn't mean we don't care. We just have to protect ourselves more. Good sage spray before you're going out. I make up my own sage spray, and it's got sage oil, frankincense, sandalwood, I think, and something else. And anyway, I spray that before I go out. I give it a good shake, and I just spray it around. It smells nice, but it's a protection. It's that feeling of protection, and these oils do work. I work a lot with oils. So anyway, we're now nearly half an hour. I wasn't intending to go this long, but it's a very, very fascinating subject for me, something I hadn't actually really thought this hard about in quite a long time. So I hope that you can gain something out of this. I hope that you will traverse the wonderment of social media, the ups and downs, weather the storms, be kind to others, be progressive, not regressive, learn. Use it as a tool to learn so much more. Talk to others who might have more experience. Share your knowledge, just like I'm doing here, just like so many others. And I will make sure I put Deanne's link below. And definitely check her out. If you've never seen Deanne, check her out. She is the sweetest, most beautiful soul. Seriously. Absolutely beautiful. I recommend a reading from her. She's doing these manifest oils that you can have custom made. She's just wonderful. And she's one of the many amazing people that are on YouTube. So explore. The world is your oyster. Just make sure it doesn't come and bite you. Find the pearls of wisdom, the pearls of friendship, the pearls of love. It's all out there. You just got to wade through all the crap. So on that, I'm being my descriptive self. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Comment. I love comments. I may not get back to you very quick, straight away, because there's different time frames, and with part of my health issues, I do have something called chronic fatigue, and sometimes just being able to get words out is like, oh, here's a bit of fun. Have you ever on a video just suddenly paused because I've got to go to the loo, we call it, the dunny, the toilet, or I want to go make cuppa, or I just got to answer the door, or the phone started ringing, you pause and someone's gone. It's you pause and they've suddenly got this weird face. So I've just given you a few weird faces so that you can pause and have a good laugh. Because why not? I can laugh at myself. You can laugh at yourself. Let's just laugh. Be a dingbat. Dingbat means, a little bit of an idiot. But fun. Not in a derogatory way. Have fun. Makes the world a better place when you're having fun. And that does not mean going out and partying all the time and getting drunk and that. No, just have fun. I can't drink alcohol. This is me normal. Truly. I remember for my 40th birthday, I know I'm waffling on a bit, but for my 40th birthday, and this was when I still would have a little bit of alcohol. And I'd had a few cocktails, and friends that were there, they said, gee, there's not much difference with you when you're drunk. You're just a little bit wilder. I'm like, yeah. So why do I need alcohol? It's too expensive. I'm fine without it. I've got my herb tea. Organic. Planet Organic is one of my favourite teas. I wonder if they'll give me some free ones if I plug them. I don't know. But it is what I drink, so I won't sponsor, not sponsor, but I won't advertise for something I don't believe in, because I don't believe in dishonesty. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to say bye-bye. I hope that you're safe, well, as best as can be in your particular life, in your journey. Keep moving forward. Keep looking for the best that you can find and what you can gain, even in the hard times. And keep loving yourself as much as everyone else. Because, you're actually the best one to love yourself. I don't mean that in a negative way, I'm meaning that in a positive way. So, bye for now. See ya.